What's up, guys? It's your boy BrandoAKAMiracle. Just a quick announcement. We're going to be returning to our weekend streams on Friday. We're going to be streaming on YouTube and Twitch. That's right, BrandoAKAMiracle on both platforms. I hope to see you guys there. Now enjoy the video. Alright, going second. This isn't the best hand I've ever seen for this deck. Honestly, the Calamity Lock isn't available for this one, but our opponent looks like the Maxx kind of scared him away from doing anything. So we're gonna just go as much as we possibly can here, using red and crimson, or the Wandering King. We're gonna go into Red Rising right away. Red Rising is gonna be able to bring out a red Resonator just to get us a little bit more life points, and we're gonna go into an 8 here. I choose to go into Chaos Ruler. I'm trying to get any extenders really and trying to just mill out the deck with possible chances of cards I can use. The Synkron Resonator hit is pretty strong there. So we're going to be able to end off on a hot red, which is fantastic. I could have also did a little bit of things different, but hot red is here. And we're going to use that Synkron to get the red Resonator back. We're going to go battle. Looks like our opponent is playing Blue Eyes. Hot red should be able to take on that. Plus we have the called by, so he's not going to get a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So I'm not really worried. With 5 cards in hand and losing the White Stone as one of them, I don't see him really doing something I can be scared of. Honestly, the Chaos Ruler does scare me. Giving him an 8 if he does have a level 1 tuner in hand, getting out the Ashore Eyes does worry me. So he ends his turn there, because I think that was a strategy. He must be saving it for a bit. But now we're getting a little bit of Bystial action here, so I'm very happy with that. Also, the Obsessive Uvualoop is a really nice card to have with the what's it called? The Bystials. Because that gets you a 10 instantly. That's why I love Obsessive Uvualoop. Gets me the Bystial Dispatter. We're going to use Dispatter to get out Chaos Ruler, and that is definitely going to be game right there. A quick little painless game. Small interaction for the current format, but trust me, I think I had a lot of fun with it, especially gaining a lot of life points to secure that dub. On to the next one. A very interesting hand here. Honestly, we can't do much with it. So I set 1, hoping the Maxx is going to be just enough to stop my opponent from extending. He has the Ash Blossom, and honestly, I'm here to risk it all. I'm going to use the called by to make sure my Maxx goes off. I'm trying to get as much extension out of this Maxx as possible. Let's see if my opponent takes on the Maxx challenge. Starting off with a Crystal Beast card and banishing that card, he's playing Crystal Beast, a very interesting deck type. We draw a card. Obsessive Uvualoop is a decent card, and he ends off on a number 41 Babushka. Us drawing another Maxx. This hand is kind of weird still. There's an Etude. I'm just gonna end it and really take the Maxx challenge again. If he doesn't want to extend fully, then I'm just going to continue with these Maxx challenges. It's all about playing through the matchup. My opponent is playing Crystal Beast. He's getting a lot of draw cards, but honestly, I want him to extend to make sure I can get the best move possible with my extensions I'm gaining from these draws. I'm not really worried about a lethal push from this deck, but there's Crimson, there's a Wandering King. That is all we needed. We're going to start comboing here. We're gonna go into an 11 here. There are level 6. I don't know what I just said. There is the Red Rising. We're gonna try to Synchro Special Summon. We're gonna just go into an 8 here. We're just extending as much as we possibly can because I do need a Synkron Graveyard for Uvualoop, and I need a little bit of Darks for the other guy I have. So it looks like my opponent pops it Imperm prematurely. This is a very interesting play by his side, but honestly, it doesn't really affect me in the slightest. I honestly don't know what he was thinking, but we're going to set the Etude because we know that he's going to run out of tokens. Now he's going to try to go for that lethal push. He for some reason attacks with the Crystal Beast first, maybe trying to bait the trap card. But there's the Chaos Angel, the card I wanted to out something with. So I choose the Crystal Beast Pegasus first, and I take that card out. He takes 2200 for no reason. He has a little bit more extension here, but I'm not really worried per se because I do have the Ash Blossom, and I'm gonna have my dragon in attack mode very soon. Taking 500, we're gonna get the Wandering King back as well, and we're also gonna get a Bystial action here with the Magnamhut. Pretty much just using all of our extenders to the best advantage we can with the 2 Maxxs. And we're gonna use Chain Resonator to kind of extend a little bit more here, getting that 9 out as well as we're gonna get a 10 out. Just extending our board to making it unbreakable. There's a Lubellion. Lubellion's going to get us one of those cool Speller traps. We're going to get Regained into our arsenal, as well as get a Baron or Bystial Dispatcher as well. It's a similar playstyle to Stardust Dragon, where you're just using very high level 10, using Etude to do it though. Resonator Call, we're going to get Synkron Resonator, and we're going to just go to battle here. Taking the 1400, we're going to be able to special summon our Crimson Resonator. Our opponent sends it to the back zone, and we're going to hit him for lethal with 3500. An interesting deck, but honestly, Crystal Beast is not meta enough to take on this deck. Another going second matchup. This hand would have been really good, but we're going second. So I'm going to Maxx Fire right away. Especially if he's card destructioning, and it kind of worries me. I want to get some interaction while I can, and he discards that Droll. Like, I popped it at the right time. He's going to banish a Fiend to draw a card. We still have the Ash, we have a Resonator Call, and we also are going to be drawing, and it looks like our opponent is playing some kind of Dark World Danger Engine, which honestly has a lot of special summoning. So I'm not really worried about card advantage right now, because my hand is very lackluster with the amount of moves my opponent's about to make. He gets the Danger Chupacabra, our first card of the Maxx challenge. Nothing we really needed though. He's gonna use that card to add to his hand and then discard again. He's just getting a lot of extension going, and I respect it. Using the extension, we're gonna be just getting cards during this process, and really just trying to make sure that this game is going to be extremely winnable. So far, we have exactly what we needed. Only bad part is he's going to really take out our Crimson Resonator targets. So Crimson Resonator Red Rising Dragon combo isn't going to be as much as powerful as we thought. But so far, we're still good. We still have a Creation Synkron in the deck. I think we're chilling. And our opponent is really attempting this Maxx challenge to the best of his ability. There's the Creation. Like I said, we're losing our Crimson tokens. There's Mudcracker from the Otherworld. There's Branded Beast. We're only missing the Etude now. He's going to banish. We're not going to really want him to extend any further than that. Especially when he's discarding cards for extension. I kind of want to make sure that his moves are very limited. There's another Ash Blossom for our next turn. And our opponent ends it there. I'm going to use my Bystial on the end phase to get another Bystial into the rotation. It's just a kind of play I enjoy making, getting our Druiswurms into a solid rotation here. And also we're going to be getting Lubellion on the field, ready to go. He's going to use Called By to take away our Druiswurm. It is unfortunate, but it was a good call on him. That would have been an easy way to take out his fusion monster, but live and learn. Lubellion's going to get Etude into rotation, but our opponent chooses to negate it because he assumed we were trying to get Branded Beast or Branded Regained, but he doesn't know we already have those in our hand. Nope, we're really good. I'm going to use Ash Blossom here. I don't want to let him discard and draw one or draw two. Also Called By. I have the materials. I might as well use them while I can. He's already used his Grappa. He's already used a lot of his interaction for this turn. It's all about me now, setting up and really just trying to make a crazy board with what I got. I'm just milling out the deck with my Crimson Resonators, and I'm gonna use Branded Regain, use triple tactics to get the Pot of Prosperity to hand. I'm just trying to see as much as I possibly can in my deck. There's Wandering King, there's a Lubellion, there's another Thrust, there's a Witch. Honestly, all cards I really enjoy having. We're gonna use that Lubellion to get the Saronir out of rotation. And we're gonna use Witch to go into a Chaos Angel here. Because since we're not using Crimson Resonator and Wandering King just yet, we're not locked into that a dark typing. Now we're gonna try to out the Grappa, and we do it very strategically. We're gonna get that Maxx with the Witch, a crazy interaction, but it does work. And we're gonna use our effect, the Branded Regain, to get the Bystial Magnamhut into rotation, pretty much guaranteeing us any other Bystial cards that are still in our deck trapped. Just honestly keep on gaining this card advantage. Red Resonator plus Lubellion is going to equal that Bystial Disc Pattern. Now I have a crazy move in my head. I'm like, I want to take that Grappa. I'll use it. It's a negate. It does me well. I have 5 cards on the field with insane amount of attack points. Unfortunately, that was a good save by him. I should have killed the Mike Cracker first, but I did get greedy. Doesn't really matter per se, because I do have the Branded Beast for the last piece of interaction. Now I misplay here. I should have honestly used I should have waited on Grappa. I got greedy. That card isn't once per turn. It was a waste of a card effect. But this card I'm definitely negating. I'm going to take away that Danger Nessie out of his Banish Zone, because Goldo's taking out 2 of my cards. I just can't let that happen. Now he's going to use that card to draw 2 and discard 1. He's also going to be able to special summon a card using that Danger monster. Now he's going to use 4 of his monsters to take out my Underworld or my Chaos Angel using Underworld Goddess. Now I'm not really worried because Branded Beast is an easy out for this, but honestly I assumed he assumed I just didn't have it. But live and learn. He's going to negate my monsters in the process though, and I'm also going to send Etude because I'll gain it at the very end of the turn. He's going to draw. It's going to also guarantee me another card. I'm not really wanting to use Maxx, but I choose to now because I'm like, he has very limited moves left, and I just don't want to give him the chance to deck me out. But he's worried. He knows he can't deck me out, so he does call by it, which honestly is best case scenario. Me burning resources is a way to go. He discards that guy, trying to wall me out of a zone and discard a card for him, but I'm not worried. Me special summoning with Regain kind of does some zone locky things to me, but with Branded Beast on the field, I can just pop something to replace it. So honestly, I'm chilling. I'm not really worried. He sets the card. I'm going to get the Etude into rotation as well. Honestly, I feel really confident with what I have in my hand and what I have on field, but I'm going to start off with forcing his fusion right away, using the Branded Beast and sending Magnamhut. And Magnamhut's the one I want to send because he's the one that can kind of recycle my dragons, which are my Synchros and my Bystials. So Magnamhut's just going to come right back. I'm also going to draw a card, and he's going to try to special. I don't want to let him special, so I'm going to use Bystial Disc Pattern to negate that effect. Like, for some reason didn't negate it. I'm interested with that. I can't remember exactly what happened with that rotation, but I'm going to use triple tactic thrust to get the last Resonator Call out of my deck. I honestly had no more other targets left. There's Red Resonator. We're going to go to battle. I'm going to crash my 2 dudes, and we're going to use that to destroy everything except for that Grappa. I'm also going to destroy the Magnamhut to kind of give me room, because with that I can go into a level 10, I get the Baron out, and the Baron can take out that card very easily. Creation is going to come out. We're going to use Wandering King. This is going to be a little bit of link climb or synchro climbing. Using Red Rising, we're going to be able to get Hot Red Abyss Dragon out. Yeah, I said that wrong. You know what I'm talking about. End turn, 2 negates on field. We recycle a Red Rising. We have a Branded Beast for interaction. Our opponent has the Chokinoko. I let that happen. I'm not really worried about it. Special summon a Danger Nessie. What I'm really worried about is I also get to rotate the Dispatter, and I also get to destroy the Nessie. And that is when our opponent finally realized he is out of gas, which is good for me. Battle phase, we're going to hit him for 3,000, 3,500, and 3,200 to finish the game. It was a 10-minute game just because of the crazy Maxx challenge my opponent took. Alright, going first, a really interesting opening hand. You're about to see the extension power of Obsessive Uvualoop and just overall power with no interruptions here. Crimson plus Wandering King, we're going to get Red Rising out first. And we're not going to be using our normal summon until the very last second, it looks like. Crimson's going to bring out the 3 and the 1, Creation and Synkron Resonator. And that's going to get out our boss monster. Haven't seen him in a minute. Red Supernova Dragon. Supernova Dragon is on the field. We're going to recycle that Creation Synkron. We're going to also Resonator Call, get the Chain Resonator into rotation. Chain Resonator is going to bring out Crimson. We're going to go into a 6 once more. There's Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon's going to bring out Synkron Resonator. And we're going to use those two to go into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. We're going to send the Uvualoop with Red Rising Dragon. And we're going to go into Bane. Oh no, go Dispatter first. My apologies. Dispatter is going to bring back Red Rising Dragon. Then we go into Bane. And we tribute the Chain Resonator to get back the Abyss. This is a pretty impressive board for just one extra card they added to this deck. Now we recycle that Uvualoop because it is a dangerous card in this deck. Looks like our opponent's on Ancient Warriors. First matchup, we're not gonna negate, but we're gonna destroy this card. I don't want to give him 2 cards on the field at a time, pretty much, giving him an option to go Link Summoning. So I choose to negate the card that adds a card to his hand, leaving me with one more piece of interaction, my Supernova Dragon. Honestly, I'm still confident because as soon as he tries to activate an effect with controlling 2, that's when Supernova is going to come in and clear his board. Clearing the board, also taking our dragon, that's when our opponent chooses to surrender. GG. Ladies and gentlemen, before the video gets into the deck list, I wanted to showcase the Calamity Lock and how to do it. The 3 cards you're going to need in your hand are Crimson Resonator, Bystial Lubellion, and some kind of level 4 extender. Witch of the Black Forest works. You'll have a board somewhat like this if you have Witch, but if you have Wandering King, you'll be able to have one more tuner to get out the Bystial Dispatter as well. So, going into the next turn, end of phase, you're going to use Branded Beast because you use Saronir as your level 6 Bystial to get the Etude in the grave. You don't synchro yet. You're going to synchro during the draw phase. Be very careful when you do it because you can miss timing. And you bring out Calamity. Calamity effect. You can also use this effect to bring the Crimson Resonator. So you have kind of another turn if somehow something does happen. And our opponent just has to set and pass. I have the Bystial Beast. might as well use it to get the Crimson Resonator online. My opponent sets a card and ends his turn. We do have the Regained Engrave. But that is the little combo for you guys. It causes your opponent not to be able to activate any effects or anything. Now, this combo is going to get better once we get more Resonator support like Bone Archfiend, Soul Resonator, which should be coming very soon. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them down below, and I hope you guys enjoy the deck list. Alright guys, so this is the current deck list that I feel like is the most powerful when it comes to Resonators and Bystials combined. We are missing a lot of cards still from the TCG, including a lot of the new released structure deck cards, as well as just overall better board pieces. I do love this deck. It's gonna get better in the long run. We're missing the Soul Resonator 1-card combo machine, as well as another search belt in Crimson Gaia. We're also missing a better level 4 than Wandering King, which is crazy to say in the state of this deck in Master Duel, because Wandering King is the GOAT, but Bone Archfiend will definitely be replacing that slot sooner or later. But other than that, this deck is crazy with what we have it. Crossout being at 1 and Pot of Prosperity does affect it, but this is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a comment down below if you have any deck suggestions or any pieces of advice you want me to include in the next video. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.